welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my favorite makeup products of 2020. And yeah, and a couple newbies that I added in December that I'm currently using that I'm absolutely loving. Excited to show you guys why I like these products. So let's get into the video. So before beginning this video, actually, as you guys can tell, probably can tell, my hair is a little different. It's a little bit more blonde. It's more like a grayish blonde. I asked for a champagne / icy blonde mix because I didn't want a super golden color, but I didn't want it to be too icy blonde because we are going into summer. I don't know. I'm like obsessed with it. I love it so much. Okay, so to get into the video, I think I'm gonna start off with makeup and show you guys bits and pieces. I'm gonna start off and tell you by category, try and make this easy to follow along. I'm gonna start off with my favorite foundations of 2020. So the Too Faced one is the Born This Way foundation. I was in the color Warm Beige. And then for the Estee Lauder, this is the Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup foundation. It's in the color 3N2 Wheat. The thing about these two is that they are really good for medium to almost full coverage, but I like that they are very easy to layer on and it doesn't look cakey, it doesn't feel heavy, and they are both amazing. The thing about me is that I have oily skin, so I tend to break out kind of easily when using certain products. Good thing is that these two did not make me break out at all. It didn't feel like I was clogging my pores, and they honestly lasted pretty much all day. 10 out of 10 recommend. These are my favorites. So to go into concealer, there's actually 3 that I loved throughout the year. So the first one is the Too Faced Born This Way Concealer. The next one is the Benefit Boiing Cakeless Concealer. And then last one that I recently just added is the Rare Beauty. I think this is like a hydrating concealer. So the difference between all of these is that the Rare Beauty one is gonna be more of a hydrating concealer. The Benefit one is gonna be a very full coverage, almost matte concealer. And then the Too Faced concealer is kind of like a mix between these two. It's semi-matte, semi-hydrating. It's kind of like right in the middle. What I like about these is that they're all pretty much close to full coverage, especially the Benefit one. This one's, I think, the most full coverage out of all of them. I also noticed that they don't dry up under your eyes. They don't get very like crusty or cakey or anything. So I absolutely love these. Now to go into brow products, you guys know that I don't really fill in my brows much. I just kind of lightly go over them with a pencil, and it's just the Brow Ultra Slim Pencil Liner by Maybelline New York. This one side has a little twisty color that comes out, and then on the other side it has the spoolie where you can brush your eyebrows with. This is a pretty basic brow product, so especially if you're just starting out on your makeup journey and you're looking for a good brow product, I highly recommend this one. So the only thing I would say about this one is that if you're trying to get more of a full brow look, I wouldn't really recommend, just because this one's a little easier to fill in already thick eyebrows. So now for other brow products, when it comes down to brow gels, I like to use a clear brow gel. The top 2 ones that I used in 2020 was the 24-Hour Brow Setter by Benefit. I have been using this one ever since high school and it has worked wonders. It's always super nice. It holds your brows in place literally all day. The only thing is that it makes your brows really hard, and by the end of the day, all like kind of flakes off. It's like these little white flakes. So you don't want to really like be rubbing your eyebrows or anything after putting this on because those flakes are going to be going everywhere. But this does hold it in place for the entire day. Next one I started using was the M Cosmetics Flexi Brow Clear Brow Gel. What I did like is that this is very precise. Another thing about this one that it doesn't have a super strong hold. It's not crunchy or anything. It just kind of lays your hairs down, but it is super nice if you're going for a more natural look. Now, I've been using this powder for a couple years now, but it is my literal go-to when I want a more simple and quick makeup look for the day. This powder does not clog your pores and it gives you a nice tint on your skin. So the color I use is a warm beige. The rice powder is by Palladio, but I highly recommend this if you're going through acne and things like that, because when I was going through my acne phase where my face was literally so bad and I didn't want anybody looking at me, I would just put on sunscreen and this on top and it would give me a pretty good coverage. It's a rice powder, so it's not going to clog your pores and give you more acne. It's just gonna kind of hold a nice little color on your face. Now I will say the powder is a little bit more on the drying side, so if you do have dry skin, I would be sure to moisturize and set your face with something after this, because it does give you more of a dry look. Now the next powder that I had used in the beginning of 2020 was the No. 7 translucent powder. I've had this translucent powder for as long as I can remember. I know that I always like to look for translucent powders that don't have silica in them. Silica is what's going to cause flashback in videos and pictures that are taken with flash. Another one that I tried to use throughout the year was the Wet n Wild Photo Focus translucent powder. This one is also a drugstore brand, and it was very nice. It's different from the No. 7 because this one is more of a white peachy color, and then I noticed that the No. 7 one is more of a white with a rosy tint kind of color. It's like more of like a pinkish white. I like using these under my eyes to kind of brighten up everything and use it as kind of like a contour for the rest of my face. I almost forgot to talk about primers. So the only primers I used this year, because I haven't really gone out and gotten any new ones, were at the beginning of this year was the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer and the Blemish Control Primer. These are both really good. Just to kind of start out if you're just starting your makeup journey, again, like I said, and you want to go for something a little bit more on the cheaper side. So the primer that I'm currently using and I used during 2020 was the Milani Prime Light Face Primer. The reason I love this primer so much is because it does give you a nice glowy undertone right before putting on your foundation. It also covers up your pores very, very well, and it really preps your skin to kind of hold on to the foundation. As for bronzers, the one that I mainly used this year was the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I use that a lot. I really enjoy using this one when I'm doing a very natural makeup look. Now another way that I like to use this is on my eyelids. I know you guys saw in my last simple makeup video, I used this one on my eyes to kind of bronze up my eye makeup a little bit more. Now another bronzer that I did use in 2020 was the Morphe Brontour. It's like a bronzer contour mix. It had like 2 different colors. The colors were way too dark for me, but it is pretty much an overall matte bronzer. Now for mascaras and eyeliners, Kat Von D Cake Pencil. I haven't stopped using it. I am literally obsessed with it. So it's kind of like those twisty cap whatever eyeliners, and it glides on so nicely and literally lasts me all day, and it doesn't smear under my eye. It is such a good one. It is so good. And the mini one, I know I complained about it when I first got it. I was like, it is so small, this isn't gonna last me. Well honey, it's been months. It's been like 6 or 7 months and it's still here, and it is amazing. So highly recommend this one. As for mascaras, this has always been my favorite. It's just the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. You guys know that I love the kind of curvy wand. It's kind of more of like a lengthening one. A mascara that I did get that I really liked that would give you a lot of volume was the Fenty Full Frontal Mascara. You guys have seen me use it in my other videos. Now, if you are going for more of a natural look on your eyelashes, I liked the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. This gave me not much of a lift or volume. It kind of just hinted my eyelashes. So I really liked using this one when I was going for more of a natural makeup look. Now, the 2 highlighters that I've been using were the Ignite Liquid Highlight by Becca and then the L'Oreal True Match Lumi. I like to combine these two because the thing about the Becca one, the downside is that if you put too much on your skin, you're gonna look super greasy. So it's honestly just about using the smallest bit, and then setting it with a powder highlight is always the best because it's gonna keep it in place for the rest of the day. Now, I wasn't a big fan of blush until 2020, which I have no idea why, because once I started using blush, it really changed up my makeup game. So my favorite of all time is the Milani brand from, I get this at Target. This is my favorite color, okay? The Coral Cove, and you guys know that I always complain because it's broken, but this is such a nice color. Now, to get into setting sprays, I have a few because I am such a picky person when it comes to setting sprays. It literally has to be the perfect amount of matte and dewy put together. Finding that perfect mix is really hard. So the only one that I found that was the perfect mix was the Tarte Makeup Maracuja Miracle Mist Setting Spray. This was the perfect mix, and that's it. That's all of it. Like, the one that I've always used since wow, I've had this for a while, is the Too Faced Peach Mist Setting Spray. This is a very matte setting spray. So if you're afraid of your makeup falling off or you have super oily skin, this thing is gonna hold it in place. One thing that's good is that it holds it in place for literally all day. I've been stuck in the rain, pouring rain all over my face, everything, and my makeup was intact because of this. So it is amazing and it works. The only thing is that it's a little bit on the drying side because it's so matte that it can make your face look a little dry. So what I do to combat that is I mix it with some rose water, which is my third setting spray alternative. When I do everyday makeup or natural makeup looks, I like to use just rose water on my face. It's very refreshing, it's hydrating, it doesn't break you out, it's a natural setting spray. The brand I get is the Heritage Store brand. I get this at the Vitamin Shop, but I've also found it at Marshall's. Now for lip products, honestly, I didn't start using lip products until last year also, so I don't know what I was doing there. I would honestly just use lip balm and that's it. Now that I have gotten into lip liners and lip glosses and everything, I'm obsessed. So literally anything by NYX. Their butter glosses are my absolute favorite. The only thing is that they do dry out your lips just a little bit, but I love the application, the color, the gloss. It's amazing. You just kind of have to keep reapplying it and be sure to put on some lip balm before and after you're done using it. The lip liners I've been using all year are the L'Oreal Color Rich lip liners and the Rimmel London lip liner. Another lipstick that I got was the Anastasia Beverly Hills Peachy matte lipstick. I absolutely love that one, but it is matte and I am more of a glossy, like lip gloss type of girl. So I would always use that one and then mix it with the M Cosmetics Morning Dew lip gloss. So this is the Morning Dew lip gloss. Yes, it's pink. It's supposed to be clear. That's because I used it with the lipstick so much and now it's like that weird color. So we're gonna ignore that. Now to go into some new makeup products that I got literally in December and that I'm still using right now and that I'm getting very obsessed with is the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I feel like this has been around for so long and literally any beauty influencer, makeup lover person anywhere has had this powder and I am so late to the game. So I really like this one. It's not drying, it doesn't cause flashback, and it gives you a nice lighter look when applied under your eyes. It kind of brightens up your face a little bit, which is what I love. The other product that I've been using is the Anastasia Beverly Hills mascara. This is very similar to the Better Than Sex mascara. The wand is the same kind of curvy effect. It also gives you a little bit of volume. So if you're looking for volume and length, this is it. Then now for my brows, since I ran out of both my brow product, I am using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. I think this is literally a mix of the Benefit and the M Cosmetics brow gel, which is why this has become my new favorite brow gel. It literally keeps my brows in place all day. It's not hard to the touch, but it keeps them in place. Now a bronzer that I just got is again an Anastasia Beverly Hills powder bronzer. This is in the color Saddle and it is a little bit dark for me. It is a nice matte bronzer. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and kind of got some ideas for a new makeup product or can relate to some of the makeup products that I have. Feel free to leave a comment down below with what products you liked, if you've tried any of these or if you're willing to try any of them, or any video ideas or just anything. We're all here to learn and grow together. Like always, I hope everybody's staying safe and healthy and happy, and I will see you guys on Friday. Bye.